So, anyway, welcome back to Irish Wilds. So, in this one, I actually just wanted to highlight a couple of things in this particular video from a supplier that myself and Rob ordered from. It's called Irish Tackle and Bait, I believe it is. And there'll be like a scrolling thing of the website right here on my left. Well, your right, my left. So yeah, they're ranked as Ireland's #1 shop for tackle and bait for fishing. So yeah, so we ordered a couple of things from them, and we weren't too impressed with the delivery time. Okay, they are from the north, and their brick and mortar shop is actually not too far away from us, but that's off point. The fact is, it took about two weeks to deliver when they advertised that they use a delivery service called DPD and GLS. The tracking was actually done by Parcel Force, which are from the UK. Anyway, we ordered some stuff from them. It came up to over the €50 that they recommended, which would be for free delivery, which was great. And it takes, well, if you were to return anything, it takes about 60 days for it to deliver. Well, 60 days for you to return any of your items, which is great. But overall, the website itself was fairly good. Like from first glance, it got 5-star reviews from Trustpilot, 3,500 plus reviews, all giving them 5 stars, which was great. But if I'm being really honest, it's more of a case that if I was to look at a particular website and the real reviews from difficult customers. So I look at the bad reviews to get an actual overview of a particular company. You can call me facetious for that, but hey, at the end of the day, if you want to get to understand really bad customers and what they're really like, look at the bad reviews in any company. You can either see that the customers are being really petty and it can easily be resolved, or it could be a case that, you know, the company themselves have not really been acting the right way about things. But I'll get to that in a minute. Anyway, as I mentioned there, it did take about 2 weeks for this stuff to arrive, so I'll just jump straight in and show you guys what we bought. Okay, so to start off nice and boring, I actually bought myself some of these little jig heads. They're 1 gram, and yeah, they were on offer at the time, so I decided, you know what, why not buy them? They're normally about €5 each, so, and they were going for like €2 or something, can't really remember. They were on offer anyway, so I decided to pick up 2. Anyway, show you them what they are. Yeah, the little jig heads, they're about 1 gram, and number 6 hooks on them. So for tiny little jigs, they're pretty good. Now, I got some more jig heads. These ones are 4.5 gram, and they're from Tronics HTO. Now, I love these guys, I really do. I really like their little logo, and I may design something similar to their little design. But anyway, those are size 6 hooks again, but they're 4.5 gram jig heads. Really like them. Anyway, well, the only reason why we actually ordered from Irish Tackle and Bait is because we found it really hard to find any map spinners anywhere. I know everybody's like, oh, but you can order them from Amazon, blah, 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 blah. But, you know, these guys were from Ireland, well, from the north, and we thought, hey, you know what, let's order from them. They got really good reviews, so let's try them out. So we did. We went onto the website, and a lot of their map spinners were actually out of stock. The ones that we were actually looking for, because we got recommended by a couple of people to go and get them, was the Black Furies. We wanted to get more of the small little sizes because Black Furies are essentially for trout, and where we're living at the moment, trout fishing is a big thing. There's a river that's literally not even a 5-minute walk down from us, and there's loads of trout there every single evening. Anyway, so we decided to get these anyway. There's one for myself and one for Rob. the size 2 Black Furies. And we also got the only one that was left there. Where's it going? It's here somewhere. Nope, it's not it. We had a size 1 of that same jig. Ah, here it is. Found it. Size 1, Black Fury. Now this one's really good for trout, and has been recommended by many people that are avid trout fishers. So yeah, definitely we'll try those out. Really excited to actually try those ones out and hopefully catch trout. This one as well we got is a Maps Anglia. Really good, size 2, very good. And this one's more for pike, and I wouldn't be surprised if sorry, a perch, but I wouldn't be surprised if a pike took on it as well, because these particular colors really good for pike. So the reds, the blacks and the silvers, very good for pike. But yeah, that one is the Maps winner. And we got another one which is one of their newer designs. It's got a different spoon on it, but this one is called the Maps XD. Rob seems to be really excited to try this one out because it's one of their newer designs, and yeah, it's probably different from the way the spoons are being held. Like if you have a look at the top of the spoons on the Maps Black Fluid, they're exactly that's how we expect most of the Map spinners to look like. But now the spoons look like this. So it'll be really interesting how this one will spin and how it prevents any sort of residue or greenery or vegetation that gets stuck onto it. We also got another one, which is the Maps Anglia Fluo. I'm not really sure how to pronounce that. Fluo? I get Fluo, whatever. Again, another amazing trout spinner. Now, we've tried varying spinners in the past, from really cheap to really to one of the expensive ones like the Maps, but hands down, we always go for the Maps because they seem to catch fish. We've tried really cheap ones before, and they spin exactly as they sound. They're fairly cheap, and they don't vary. They're fairly very work. Fairly very work. They rarely work. There you go. Got there in the end. So overall, really happy with the delivery of those. They came intact. None of the hooks were broken, and they're brand new. Nothing wrong with them. So really happy with that. But because Rob got himself into fly fishing this year and has been really successful, I decided I wanted to get in on that and also try my hand at fly fishing. So I bought myself a fly and reel setup. This is my new fly reel. It's a 3-piece, 9-foot Shawbrook. There you go. It's got a nice cork handle, and the reel is made by Jackson. I'm not sure if you can see that. But yeah, it's a 3-piece rod, so it comes in 3 pieces. It's medium action. I'm not sure if you can see any of this. Whoop, see? 1, 2, 3. Medium action, and it was recommended on the site that it's very forgiving for the beginner fisherman, beginner fly fisherman. So I decided, you know what, I'll grab that as well. For the price that it was, I decided to take it. So yeah, and it did boost us up over our €50 limit to get the free delivery, so I was actually quite happy with that. Now, when I bought this, and normally when you get a setup, you normally get a full setup, which includes your rod, your reel, and possibly line on the said reel. So if you get a spinning setup, you normally get your spinning reel, you get the line in it, a recommended line that's on it, normally around £17 or more, depending on what rod and spinning reel setup you're getting, and you get the rod as well. But yeah, it turns out that fly fishing line is very expensive. We found out that it'll be anything from like 40 to €60 for a whole entire roll of the fly fishing stuff. So that's put a little bit of a dampener on my chances on trying to go out. But hopefully I'll just order some fly fishing line, and I'll be good to go. But on the plus side, I also bought some flies as well. Now I decided to pick these ones because they're very similar to the flies and the nymphs that the trout are feeding on, which are normally brown, greeny, and kind of, black. So there's mayflies that are flying around at the moment, so they definitely go on those. I couldn't find any dry flies on the website. I was probably looking on the wrong site, on the wrong drop down menu, but we know that these ones work, so we decided to go for these ones. Anyway, so back to the story of getting our delivery. So obviously when we ordered from these guys, they advertised that the deliveries will be running as normal, and delivery times may vary, but it's anything from 3 to 7 days. So we thought, okay, that's no problem. We planned out a trip, and we were going to go out that week to go fly fishing. Turns out that that didn't happen. The only complaint I really have about the Irish Tackle and Bait website and this particular supplier is their delivery times were way more unexpected. It took way too long for them to deliver. So 4 days ago, it's been 2 weeks to the day since we ordered from them, because we ordered the stuff on the 28th. It arrived today on the 11th of May. Is it May now? January, February, March, April, May. Yeah, it is May now. So we ordered from these guys on April 28th, and it's now 11th of May. This arrived this afternoon. I got a phone call from the delivery guy, and it was unexpected, and basically arrived that day. So when you order from these guys, they don't give you an ETA on when the items will arrive. You just have to go by what it says on the website, which is essentially 3 to 7 days. They also advertise that they use GLS and DPD. The guys that deliver it to us is Parcel Force, which is, they have a good track record in terms of actual deliveries, but I didn't expect it to come in 2 weeks. Now, 4 days ago, I was looking at the tracking, because for every order, they give you a tracking number. I've been tracking this from day one, and 4 days ago, it basically almost had a mini heart attack because it said that damage observed and noted on the tracking, and it went from almost being delivered and processed or out to delivery to me, to going back a step, and I was just like, what is going on? So it doesn't really tell you whether or not they damaged the items or they just damaged the packaging or whatever it may be. So obviously, seeing that on the tracking and then it's moving back a step, it makes you wonder, okay, the items are now damaged, so they're going to go all the way back to the sender. It'll take them 5 more days to sort it out, and then it'll take another week, possibly 9 days for it to be delivered to you, because essentially we ordered it on 28th. It took them 5 days to process all of our items and then get it actually sent onto the delivery company to be sent to us. So overall, it took 5 days plus 9 days, which is 2 weeks, to get to us. And so that's the only thing that I have against Irish Tackle and Bait, is the fact that the delivery times isn't what they state on the website. So if they say that deliveries are running as usual, and the usual for them is 5 days to process your items, you may want to go with someone else. Like if you were to order from Amazon, for instance, you would get your ETA on when the items will arrive, and generally it'll either arrive on the day or a couple of days before. And now with these guys, they don't give you an ETA, they just give you a tracking number. So you're kind of left in the dark. They do have a disclosure on their website that deliveries are out of their hands as soon as it's been processed. So deliveries may vary, but they do put a disclaimer to say that it's anything from 3 to 7 days. I don't know if that's 3 to 7 days after they processed it and actually put all the stock together and then sent it out. I don't know. So that's the only downside to it. But it's got 3,500 plus good reviews, so they can't be that bad. So they've probably done more deliveries than that, but generally when you're looking at a company and you want to know exactly how the customers are being treated or how the customers are feeling, look at the bad reviews. They're either really petty and easily solvable, or the actual real concerns of what the whole outlook of the actual company is. And there's bad reviews on the website that stage that the items they received were wrong, delivery times were way too long. What else? There's one saying that there were items missing, they were damaged, it just took too long. And obviously these people put a review up before, you know, messaging the actual company themselves to actually fight their corner to say, hey, look, these items weren't delivered, or you got items wrong. And you know, on Irish Tackle and Bait's defense, they said, look, we sent you an email, you never responded. We've tried to rectify that thing, you haven't got back to us. So obviously something's a little bit awry there. But the one that stood out the most was the fact that many people in the bad reviews were saying that the delivery times took way too long. Now, I know that in the coronavirus at the moment, you know, deliveries with every single postal service is going to be slightly delayed because everybody's ordering from the internet and ordering from Amazon and ordering from all of these different places. So obviously the postal service are probably swamped with loads of different deliveries and different letters that they need to send out everywhere. So I understand that completely, but I'm not going to give them a full 5-star review. I'm just going to give them anything from maybe a 3. To be completely honest, it's just going to be middle ground. I'm sure that on a better day outside of the coronavirus, then they probably would have delivered at a much faster rate. But this is the first time that I've ordered from them, and delivery took 2 weeks. You know, that's the only thing that I have against it. But anyway, do comment below. Tell me if you've used any of these spinners, any of these map spinners, or if you've actually bought a similar or exactly the same rod and reel setup, and tell me how it is. Tell me if you've had any good stories about the map spinners, or any hints and tips for fly fishing, because I'm completely brand new to fly fishing and I probably don't know what I'm doing. And if I do catch a trout or any fish on a fly, it'll be by luck. Anyway, that's enough for me, so I hope you liked this one. So please like, comment and subscribe, and yeah, hope everyone's staying safe. So tight lines everyone, see ya.